single fucking day. We gon' make it someday. We gon' make it someday. We gon' make it someday.
Niggas killing niggas, man, this shit is genocide. Niggas switch on niggas, are you sure he gonna ride? Circle full of squares, but your guy can't pick a side. When it rains, it pours, if you scared, then stay inside. Saucing on the strip, I can barely open my eyes. The baby got the shaking, you know a nigga is fried. I told her I'm a star and I'm just falling through the night. And if you fuck with that, then you can fuck with me tonight. I'ma go stump my niggas. Pat me a duck, not a swisher. You acting all out for the women. And now I'm not stunting these bitches. I'ma go give me some money. I'ma go fuck on your woman. I beat up the boss like a drummer. She hooked on the
Yo, welcome back to another highly anticipated episode of What We Talking About podcast. It's your boy Mike, Mr. Challenges Change, represent Team Body Right, and we got family and a guest in the building tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's on you, my man.
I thought y'all was gonna go through. Man, it's Chef Ken Dog, Feel Prince. Y'all know me, man. I ain't gonna do no whole introduction. You know, all right, this ain't my first time on here, actually.
Hey, talk to him, man.
Round two. Go ahead, sir.
Jay still don't play. You know, real simple.
What's happening? It's the Cabin. I am Black History, available on 704BFly on Instagram. Let's get it.
I like it. So, fellas, the obvious, Black History, Valentine's Day, all that good stuff coming up. What y'all, how y'all feeling about moving into this next month, 2023?
I mean, I feel great. 2023 has been great for me already.
Hey, man.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? I have no complaints on this side. What
I
about
like
y'all?
that.
Jay finally back on Earth.
Jay's back on the East Coast.
I was so happy it's February. When is my birthday coming up? Is it over Tuesday? Tomorrow?
Hey, listen.
Is tomorrow the last day?
Yeah, tomorrow's the last day.
Tomorrow.
Woo,
You got one day. Hey, listen. You got to close it out strong, baby.
Ooh, Lord.
You got to close it out
Man, I
strong.
don't even know how
Lord.
you've been doing this the whole month of January.
And just surviving.
And surviving, bro.
I know. This last week, though, I've been like, you 36, you need to...
Nigga liver is screaming.
You got to pace yourself.
Hey,
Water
okay.
in between.
down. Slow
Water
down.
in between.
Yeah. So
You still got a whole year left to get through.
if this year is anything like this month, I might not make it.
You might not make it, boy. You might not make it.
I mean, we was back to back.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It was a good ride.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that motherfucker done pulled over. Let me out. We going to Army night?
Hey. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
See, that's how I start.
What ain't about to happen?
Hey, I'm off tomorrow.
That's what ain't about to
You
happen.
said I'm off
I'm
tomorrow.
not about to go out with y'all and then got to go work out with him in the morning.
Hey, man, listen.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I mean, it's okay. I did it. I've done it several times.
How many times did you die?
I died a couple times.
Exactly, that's my point.
But it's okay.
I've died.
Hey,
most
listen.
of the
Hey,
workout.
look. I'm gonna tell you how kind Mike is, or how kind he was the last time.
Oh, that boy was a zombie.
I literally
That
walked
was a
in
zombie.
and I looked at the board, and it was something like 3 miles on a bike or something crazy like that. And he saw me dragging over to the bike, and he was like, "Hey, man, just come here, man.
Come here, bro.
Just come here, man."
I'm going to take you, bro. Come on.
So we just did weight training that day. Zero cardio. I'm so thankful. I still almost threw up 4 times. So, yeah. January been good to me, though. Listen, this has been a pace-setting month.
Yes, sir.
And I love it. So we good.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
I'm ready for February. It's
You ready?
Black History Month.
You ready for Valentine's Day?
I was about to ask.
You got the
I am
outfit on.
anticipating Valentine's
The
Day.
outfit ready. You got the outfit
You
ready.
wore your Valentine outfit today.
That's crazy.
Too
It's not
early.
even February yet.
Hey, man.
He's setting the tone for the month.
Hey, man, listen. Love is love. Y'all remember the last one. You know what I'm saying? I love love. You know what I'm saying? I love love. I am anticipating Valentine's Day. I do not have a Valentine. But, I
Are
could
you
appreciate
anticipating
it.
having one?
By Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
That's a little quick.
14 days.
I am trying to not, still have old habits of rushing into stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, look at God.
so I'm taking my time, and
Right.
it's literally like he gonna have to come and be like, "Hey, my man,
That's your Valentine.
I got one for you."
Cupid gonna have to shoot you. Cupid gonna have to shoot your ass.
Cupid doesn't lie. You know what I'm saying? So.
Sometimes that motherfucker be lying.
You know what I mean? Well,
Sometimes
you don't know. You don't know unless you give him a try. You know what I'm
motherfucker
saying?
be lying.
Sometimes it ain't Cupid. Sometimes it ain't Cupid.
So,
You
we'll
just got
see.
shot.
So we'll see, man. You know, I'm anticipating February. I have big goals, big plans, and Valentine's Day. You know, we'll see what happens on Valentine's Day, but you know, yeah.
I like it. Well, I mean, you know, obviously, since it is February, everybody's talking about, you know, what they gonna do, how they gonna roll out the red carpet for the ladies, what you should do to keep your lady, how you should make her happy. I feel like we should spend that shit.
Let's.
It's funny that you say that.
I really feel like we should spend that shit.
It's funny that you say that because I was thinking about this, right? So I see a lot of podcasts, like on Instagram and whatnot, and a lot of them, and it's men that are talking about, you need to do this to keep your woman, you need to do that. And even the women are telling men what they need to do to keep their woman, right? So on the flip side, where do they account for us?
Yeah.
We need to be kept.
We're not talking about what do you bring to the table situation.
No,
It's
yeah,
not that.
yeah,
It's
we
not
need
that.
to be kept. Like,
It's
What
in a
you doing?
relationship,
right.
and all the pressure is mainly on us to make sure that she's good. Like, you know, y'all heard the saying, happy wife, happy life. Well, I'm a happy spouse, happy house
Say it
kind of guy.
again.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's
I
no
like
bad.
that.
I'm about to take
Run
that
that
back.
back, my nigga. Run that back.
Wait, say that again.
Happy spouse,
Happy
happy
house.
house.
All right.
Right.
Listen, it don't look. If she happy and you miserable,
Yeah, what we doing?
then what we doing?
Then what the
Like,
fuck
it's
we
still it's not kosher. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So that's, you know, that's my mindset. You know, but yeah, I totally agree. Like everything is, you know, what you need to do to keep. But you know, with us, we get neglected sometimes, and we're not hard to please.
Real shit.
Like men, we're most men.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, most men are very simple, uncomplicated people.
And I feel like
when
the
it
more
comes
that
to
the more that you
relationships.
actually handle in the relationship,
Yeah.
the more basic your actual needs are.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're the main provider, if you're the person that checks on everybody, make sure everyone gets where they got to be. If you're the person that's always on top of the schedule for the household,
Yeah.
if you're the primarily the one that's either cooking or doing the shopping or managing the children or whatever it is, I feel like your needs are a lot more basic just because you want somebody to be like, yo, you good too, right?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes it just comes down to appreciation.
what
Simple,
I'm saying.
Simple stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
simple
Simple stuff.
appreciation.
Right.
Yeah. But I think those small things equate to the appreciation that would be necessary.
Absolutely.
Right. Especially from us, from a male perspective, like pay for a haircut, something that we don't expect. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's
I can see that.
Yeah,
Because
like
I ain't
simple
never in
as-
my life even thought to ask for no shit like that.
Because you, as a man, you're
But,
not.
but
You're
they
not.
don't ask and they just do it though.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's
some next
different.
level shit.
Yeah.
Like,
like-
what you doing today? Well, shit, I'm about to go run to the gym real quick and I'm about to go get a cut. You come out the gym, you got to cash out for a haircut. Like, nigga,
It's
that's
like, yo,
different.
then you that small gesture is gonna turn into a way bigger gesture for her.
You don't even know
yeah.
how much you going to get out of that.
That's what I'm saying. But nobody is talking about this type of stuff.
well,
like
we here, we
nobody.
here.
And now we're here.
Give me,
Nigga,
give me,
let's
give me
go.
a top three.
Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna say my top 3. You want to keep me?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be the one we talking about.
If you only hear me.
Yeah, keep me on here. Nah, I think small gestures is number 1.
Yeah.
Number
Hold
2,
on. Let me ask you a question. What's your love language?
physical time and quality. Physical touch and quality time.
Gotcha. Okay.
So small gestures. You know what I'm saying?
You know he about to go.
Hello. No.
Don't
Small
expect
gestures.
small. Nah, just like simple stuff.
Right.
You know, like shit, pay for one day. Say, yo, I'm gonna take you out. Check on me and my business. You know what I'm saying? As an entrepreneur, it's a lot on a man to run a business and, you know, keep that business afloat. So
Big
if you
facts.
do something like, for me being a chef, if you do something like, yo, I noticed that you needed your knife sharpened. I don't know how to do that, but I Googled these places and they can sharpen your knives. Like, for me, that's like, damn.
You,
Like,
see-
you done thought about-
tapped in on what I got
You
going
tapped
on.
in
You
on what I,
see me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the third is just like, you know, really just like checking in. Like, checking in with me, like, where your space is, where your headspace is. Is everything going how you want it to go? What can you do to change that? Kind of investing into me as a person. It don't take money or nothing like to do that. It's a
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think on the flip side, a lot of times us as men, we are positioned to be the person that's always like, are you good? What do you need? Let me buy you flowers.
Yeah.
Let me take you on a date. Let me do this. Let me make sure, you know, we have to pour into them so much.
Yeah.
And it's built like that now it's like, well, we don't really have to, they don't even know how to do it. and pouring into us on the opposite side.
Absolutely.
It's us pouring into them requiring all these things of us, and then it's not reciprocated.
And I also think it could have something to do with how women are raised these days, because there are so many homes that don't have both parents in the house.
It's because their mama's 36
I mean, you know, that could be a thing.
and they 29.
That could be a
I'm
thing.
joking.
But like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a single mother cannot raise a daughter to be a wife.
You don't think so?
How? You're not a wife.
I mean, what if she was a wife at one point?
No.
You just saying never been.
You can raise her to be a strong, independent woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have a husband, you can't tell her how to keep one if you ain't got one.
Is this true?
You know what I'm saying? You can show her how to appreciate people and shit like that, but like at the end of the day, you're raising a single little black girl to be a strong, single black woman.
You're right. I don't disagree.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and God forbid if there's a boy in the house, he the king of the house. He doing whatever he want. That little girl in the lock and key.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking to? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
So I agree with that, but I also feel like even in two-parent households, like there are a lot of women out here that come from two-parent households that still have no idea.
1,000%, 1,000%. And I'm not saying that that's the
Yeah, I feel you. I got
you know what I'm saying?
I got
That's
you.
not it at all.
I got
But I feel like that definitely plays a role. But just getting back to us,
Yeah.
I need you to check in with me.
What's your love language?
Oh man, it's changed. It used to be fucking gifts and acts of service, because that's how I was raised.
Yeah.
You do something good, or I like how you moving around this house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you out to eat. Or
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you here. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. So now it's changed to words of affirmation and physical touch.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So physical touch is still there. Like, all right. We gonna get to something. Something gonna get done. Touch me. You miss me today? Why you ain't touching me then? I'm in your face. Put your hands on me. Rub my body. Something. Grab my hand, nigga.
Something.
Like, you feel me? Like that.
Touch my locks.
Rub your fingers through that shit. Something.
That shit can even be something small as
Moisturize my scalp.
put your leg on mine.
Just put your foot on my foot so you go to sleep.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it
man.
takes.
I bought this big ass bed. You all the way over
All the way
there.
on the other side.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, so for me, yeah, man, like, hey man, I noticed you've been killing it all week. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Or I know you've been running for the last 2 weeks straight. Man, thank you. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, hey, keep going. How much more you got? Like, you know what I'm saying? Little shit like that.
Yeah.
Check in throughout the day. I shouldn't have to wake up every morning and text you good morning.
Absolutely.
Or wait for you to text me good morning and I don't get it till 10.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Little shit like that, bro. Like, you done been up for a few hours. I get it.
I ain't the first thing
I
you
ain't the
thought
first
about.
thing you fucking thought about?
Fuck you think? Who the fuck you thinking about?
Talk to me, man. Talk to me. What the fuck going on?
What's happening? What's happening?
And I'm not saying that from a dramatic standpoint, but like just like a damn, I think like it's 11:30. I ain't heard from you all day.
And I ain't crossed your mind yet.
Because I bet if you did that,
Boy.
on the flip
Oh, it's
side,
World War III.
I mean, I ain't heard from you all day. What's going on?
We need to
It's
talk.
an instant
You must be with another. No, I'm not joking.
But nah, I definitely understand that, man. But no, yeah. So definitely check-ins are very important to me, and consistency. That's my second one. I need you to be consistent with me. Like if you gonna move a certain way, I need you to always move
that way.
So I know how to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't start hitting me with the flip-flop
Yeah,
shit
nah.
because you got whatever going on this week and you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you get a chance to be nasty with me, I need you to be nasty with me, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Wow.
That's my third.
Amen.
Okay.
Yeah, when it's time to get to it, we about to get the fuck to it.
Second emotion.
Yeah, can I add a fourth?
You go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nah.
Go ahead. You got four up.
But
If you- Hey, look, they need to
number
hear.
4 go to number 3. I need some spontaneity, baby. Let's let this shit pop off wherever it can pop
Wherever it's
off.
gonna go.
You feel me?
Wherever it's gonna go down, let it go down.
That's it. Yeah.
I got you. Go ahead, sir.
Still don't play.
What's your love language?
I think you asked me that before. My shit is, my love language it evolves. So it's
That nigga
Hell
just-
yeah.
It's a complicated man,
Right,
and nobody
man.
understands him but his
it
woman.
ain't really that complicated. It's just like shit. My love language, all that shit. Give me all that shit.
It's what you need in the moment.
Yeah.
It's what you need in the moment.
all that shit.
You might wake up in
like
the
it.
morning and be
Alright.
present.
That's it.
Real shit.
Okay.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning. That is.
I would say to keep me, I don't require a whole lot.
Okay.
I don't require a whole lot. I devote a lot of time to my house, to my family. So I think because I'm naturally a planner, one thing is like plan some shit for me.
Right. There you go.
Man.
Yeah,
Plan
There you
me,
go.
plan date night. Get
There
the
you go.
motherfucking babysitter to go with the date night.
Boy, set it up and knock it all the way down.
I mean, I'm talking about
please.
because I do it
From the top to the bottom, my nigga.
every trip. So you
Yeah.
can do it too.
I like that.
Plan me a motherfucking trip.
Playing something for me.
A boys trip, a vacation, a family trip. One of the motherfuckers.
Staycation.
Something that you ain't got to worry about.
I ain't gotta worry. I can just
I
show
just
up.
show the fuck
For
up.
once.
And we
One
on.
time.
You can pack the bag and just be out.
Or you can just tell me where to meet you because you got my backpack.
Ooh.
However
I don't know
it
about
needs
that.
to play out.
My bad.
If it's a staycation,
Just let me.
it's off the
Just
tail.
let me. I just want to show up.
Show
sometime.
up. Gotcha.
Nigga, I'm trying to get to this action, nigga.
Yeah, we do that. Number two, I think like that was like a desire or want.
Yeah.
Number one, but number two is really just like in any relationship, I wanted to feel like a partnership. I don't ever want to feel like I'm doing
pulling you along,
everything.
yeah. Yeah, it's a
I
team.
don't want it to. Yeah, I wanted to feel like a team. You know what I'm trying to say? So like at any point, I feel like you get a little too comfortable, complacent, whatever. Like I need you to realize like. Damn, there's a little something else I could be doing, and I shouldn't have to identify that in a nasty way or in an argument
That's
or
what I
in
was
a-
gonna say, yup.
whatever. Like,
I
I just
wanna
want
throw
you
that
to
shit in your
realize, like,
face.
damn, I see my dude. He doing a lot,
Yeah.
for, you know, to make this shit work.
Damn, what
to
the
make
fuck
this
can I do? Let me get
what can
involved.
how can I jump in there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, because to your point, they depend on us for a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just nice to be like, the appreciation piece is not you telling me, I appreciate you, Jay.
No, show me
that
something.
sound good.
Show me
Sound
something.
She
good.
ain't did nothing. You
Because
tell
I
me,
mean,
it's cool.
if you getting fed all the time,
But
of course you're gonna
if
appreciate
you notice
it.
that and you appreciating it, like do an honest inventory and be like, how can I show up differently? What can I
Yeah,
do?
what can I do?
How can I add to this?
Yeah.
To keep it going, because I'm always do what I got to do.
on,
Like
on,
little
now.
help ain't never hurt nobody.
Because
Hop in the
that's
shower with a nigga
expected
out of
of you.
nowhere.
It's expected of them.
And if you shy away from that,
Come on.
Then
then
they gonna-
everything else is a miss at that point.
Everything.
And at that point, she's also going to voice her disappointment.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
So the
Very
same way
much
that you voice your disappointment,
Speak on
I need you to
voice or
that
act,
praise.
voice or act upon your appreciation.
Yeah.
balance. It's that balance.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
It's
And
that
I'm,
balance.
the older I get, the more I understand the importance of balance in everything.
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least, you know, I really just feel like to keep me, communicate. Like don't give me that cold shoulder, that attitude, that like just say
Passive-aggressive.
say what I need to do, say what you feel,
Tell me what you need from me.
tell me what you need from me,
Yeah.
and stand 10 toes down on
And
that
just
shit.
stay on that shit. Yeah, hell yeah. Don't change it up because the shit change. It affects you differently.
Yeah,
Just talk.
just talk.
I like that.
It ain't difficult.
Use your words.
Just say
Use
your
your,
words.
I tell my kids all the time.
Use your
Use your
words.
words.
Use your words. Use your words.
Yeah, for
Use
real.
your words,
Yeah.
man.
All right. So for me, I am a words of affirmation guy.
We know.
That's
all- we
absolutely.
know.
Y'all absolutely. Yes,
know
you
that
do.
shit.
So tell me I did a good job.
We know that shit.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good
You're
job.
killing it this week in the gym.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're
I'm going to show up tomorrow
I know you are.
even better.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
set your ass on fire.
You've been getting to the point real quick.
Thank you.
keep that in mind.
I'm about to do it now. I'm a words of affirmation guy, man. Like I need that. That's above any like physical touch is cool, gifts are cool, quality time is cool, but I need to know that you appreciate what I'm doing. Like I gotta know that. I need you to be 100% honest with me.
Yeah.
Like 100% honesty, because I'm going to be honest with you, whether it's brutal or however it comes out. I'm gonna be honest with you,
Yeah.
because my thing is don't leave me in the dark and now I'm operating off of something that I assume. No, tell me and then let me make the choice of how I feel about it, how I'm gonna go about it, like all of that. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Keep it real. Even if
Yeah.
you think it's gonna hurt me,
This is to keep you?
yes.
Is that the one you think?
Yeah, this is to keep me.
Okay.
Like if you're gonna hurt me with the truth.
Ooh.
Hurt me with the truth. I'd rather deal with the truth and be hurt by the truth instead of finding out something and next thing you know, like, nah, that don't work for me.
So that fit in the ballpark of honesty.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Honesty.
gotta just be honest.
Gotta be honest. Communicate, like we talked about on the last pod. Communicate with me. Effective communication. Listen to me the same way I listen to you.
Amen.
Don't assume. If you got a question, ask me. I'm going to tell you. If I got a question, I'm going to ask you. And don't do that petty communication. Don't do that passive-aggressive communication. Because if I'm in a relationship with you, if I love you, then I am going to do everything I can to make sure that I communicate effectively.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So communicate with me. Let's communicate. Let's communicate effectively.
Right.
When we in those times where the communication can't be effective, let's fight fair. Don't take no low blows. Don't press buttons that you know are triggers. Because I could do the same thing. Let's not trigger each other.
What number are we on?
Hey, listen,
you on?
I don't know.
He like
I don't know.
07.
Hey, y'all didn't give me a number.
He listed it.
I'm almost done.
I thought it was three.
We said top 3.
All right, well, cool.
My dog
Cool.
is,
Here we
that
go.
nigga's building a,
Listen,
he's building a
he
lady.
And what you do when she give you words of affirmation and you go fuck it up? Because I just told you got to the point fast. And now
I'm
you
getting
gonna
to
fuck it up. You gonna set it.
but everything I said was straight to the point. I'm not belaboring the points. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. Okay, I give
So,
you that.
and feed me. That's the last one. Feed me. I need you to be able to cook.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, feed me.
Whoa.
But I also,
That's a deal breaker.
but I also,
That's a deal breaker.
but I also,
You wow.
but I'm just saying.
wow. I see what
But I'm just, but you feel me.
I understand.
Thank you. Hey, I'm a Cancer.
So
What
he
you
asked a
saying?
good question. Is cooking a?
So yeah, is that a deal breaker?
If you can't cook,
She can't
Yeah.
cook.
Because you just found a new love, so.
okay. So if you can't cook,
Now,
Or your
following
menu is very
recipes
limited.
ain't-
I'll just say your limited.
Following
your
recipes
menu
ain't
is
difficult,
limited.
but if she just can't,
so this
Like
is
you-
okay.
you
So
fucking up
you're a
every
chef.
She just
So
can't
here's
do
my
it.
thing. If you can read, you can cook.
true.
I understand that.
I don't agree with
I
that.
understand that, but not necessarily.
I don't agree with that. I think a cookbook cannot teach you how to cook.
Not at all.
It
It
show
can
you
teach
the
you how to follow-
ingredients
it can
and
teach
the
you how to
directions.
follow
All
It
you
can teach you how to
have-
follow
if you can
recipes.
follow directions.
Well, you're saying that because
then you
that's
can
what you've been
present-
doing lately.
That's how I started. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. That's how I started. I started off by just looking up a recipe and let me follow this recipe, and then I'll have my little
But
sassafras here
that's
and
the
there.
difference between cooking and following a recipe.
Right, because so now you have a growing
There's
passion
a
for it. So now you
difference.
push your
Yeah, I'm-
razzle dazzle
yeah,
on
I'm
it without
in
even
there.
looking at the
There's a
book,
difference.
right?
There's a difference.
But
There's a difference.
if you come in not knowing how to cook and you tell
you're an
her,
adult.
look
Tell
at
me
the
up front.
cookbook.
So now we go see rule 2, communication. Tell me that you can't cook.
So that's the point. So if she tell you that she can't cook, to his point, is that a
that
is
a
the
deal breaker?
relationship now
Like if
over? Is that
y'all
deal
meet,
breaker?
if y'all meet,
Because your last
y'all
point
meet
was
first couple dates.
That was my last one.
And
she
y'all
got
went out.
cook. He's
Y'all
saying
went out.
what if
And
she
she like, I'm
can't?
gonna be honest
If
with
she-
you.
if
Cooking
she-
is not my strong point.
Or I hate
Like,
cooking.
I can't. I don't like cooking. I'm
I
not
don't
good at
cook
it
because I hate it.
because I hate
now
doing
what?
it. Is that is
You
she
walking out the restaurant?
Is she checked out?
Jeez.
You walking out the restaurant?
Hold on, baby. This is Mike calling.
He lying. I ain't calling nobody.
Nah, like it's probably a deal breaker. I need you to be able to cook. My mama, listen, my mama can cook. My mama taught me how to cook. Like I need somebody that can cook. Bottom line, like that's for me. Yes, that's a deal
Okay.
breaker. If
That's
you
a
can't
preference.
cook, if
We
you
can have
can't
preferences,
cook,
bro. That's you gotta remember that. Listen, it's okay for us to have preferences.
Cause they got it.
I
yeah,
swear
if
to
you
God.
can't cook, like
It's
if
okay.
you,
Got
if
to
you
be
can't
6'5",
cook, then yeah,
it's
it's,
okay.
that's a
400
deal breaker.
We can have
That's
preferences.
Absolutely,
I think
absolutely.
you need to be able to cook too. I think cooking and cleaning are important things. 'Cause I think those are, especially when you having daughters,
So you
like,
gonna build a house.
those are attributes that you
1000%.
need to have to be
You gotta
able
be able
to
to
take
pass
care of
that
your
on.
home.
Yep.
So I think it's important to instill those values from them being little ones.
From the ground
Yeah.
up. Yes, sir.
Ain't no.
Yeah, nah,
No,
like,
we're not doing none of that.
it's definitely a deal breaker. So, but that that's my list.
Cooking
I
is not a
appreciate you
deal- cooking is
guys.
not a deal
I
breaker for
appreciate you
Cooking
guys
and
for your
cleaning
words of
not?
affirmation.
Cook cleaning.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Cooking is not a deal breaker for me though.
Mike,
That's because
thanks.
you're a chef.
Right,
And you have a
right.
passion for it. It's like
No,
you're
that don't mean I'm
different.
cooking all the goddamn time though.
I'm not
I
saying
mean-
you are, but you okay with getting in the kitchen and making
Yeah,
it.
but that don't mean sometimes you ain't got to get your behind and then burn either. I'm not doing it, but it's not like
But if
But
she
you're-
say, but if on her day to burn, if she like,
I don't really
I'm
feel
about
like
to take
I'm
you
just
out.
ordering something. Yeah.
I'm gonna
facts.
take you out.
Are you gonna be
said,
upset?
You said that was one of your things you want to feel
Yeah,
appreciated.
yeah.
She like,
So,
oh,
date
you
night.
you been cooking every
Date
day.
night.
Now I'm
Got your
about to
ass.
just take you out.
Got your ass. Yeah. Now what you
I
gonna
got
do?
you.
where we going?
Yeah, so she ain't got no.
Right.
Where we going?
Right.
Red Lobster? No, I'm joking.
Not no red lobster. But
But
y'all
now,
remember? Y'all
imagine
remember
if you
we
worked
thought
out
that
as a
was
chef
expensive?
though, and you never cooked,
Well, see,
and your household had to function,
well, let me
and your
explain.
kids had to be fed
Let
off
me
of who?
explain this. Let me explain this. One of the first things I get when I meet women is, I'm scared. I would never want to cook for you because
You a chef.
I'm a chef.
Your,
And I'd be
your
like,
standards
look,
should be here.
my thing is, I don't expect you to cook at the level that I cook at.
Right.
Right. Like, so I don't. So quite naturally, like, I feel like if you can come in there, if you come in there and you can navigate your way through a kitchen, you may not
hit
be
the
great.
basics, bro.
I can teach you how to get to that particular
Yeah.
point because
If
that's
what
what
you
I
want.
do.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not. I can't set that as a deal breaker for me because it's like I know how to
I
do
can
it.
fix that.
I can fix this.
that, yeah.
It's like
Exactly.
if like a trainer, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You meet somebody
1000%.
that didn't like working out, right? It's like, okay, well, I can work that into you.
Well, I'm not gonna say not working. Don't like working out. Meeting a trainer is. I can't make you like it.
right,
Now,
but you can.
if you were just intimidated by it, by the gym, because you don't know what to do, I can make you fall in love with this shit.
But that's I think that's how most people are though when it comes to
Absolutely,
that. It's
yeah.
like I don't like working out. It's because you don't know what to do. That's what it is. But you can meet somebody, you can say, you know what? Come to the gym. We'll do something like we'll do a 15-minute workout, and then the next thing you know, that turned into 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Because
That boy said 3 a day.
you,
They
you
committed.
Damn.
I thought every day until July was
Olympics.
I was fucking with you.
3 days.
But I said that as an extreme to show you how somebody can fall in love with something
Yeah.
that they once were because of how you display it to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
So the difference between your deal breaker and his deal breaker may be you're a little bit more seasoned than us, right?
Yeah.
He may not be in the
He don't
business.
got the patience to teach nobody.
to be teaching nobody shit like at
Not cooking. He just fell in love with it.
If you, and while you were talking, the thought kind of triggered. So, like you said, if I meet them and they're like, listen, I don't like,
do this.
I don't cook. I guess my follow-up question would be, well, like cooking is something I enjoy home cooked meals. Like, so we're getting along great. Now
you
we're
making
having a
me
cooking
mad.
conversation. No. We're having a cooking conversation. You know, and it's, well, I don't cook. Okay, but I enjoy home cooked meals. So now, like,
You're
are
at a
you
crossroads.
open to
Learning?
trying or learning? And if that's a no,
Then it's done.
yes, it's a done deal.
and
But
you know I think gonna be when you done when you take over cause you said your mama cook when you take over your mama house and she tell your mama she can't cook.
And Rochelle can go.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Rochelle can go. Listen, let me tell you something. That broccoli casserole. Let me tell you something. Look
Talk
at
to the camera.
into the camera. Rochelle's broccoli casserole. Listen, look.
Is that like green bean casserole?
What's
No,
in
it's
it?
broccoli.
What's in it?
That's what I'm saying.
Man, listen. My mama make broccoli casserole
She crumple up salt,
twice a
Ritz
year.
crackers
What is
on
it?
top.
It's like it's cheese. It's fresh broccoli. It's I don't know, man.
You
but it's
can't use
delicious.
frozen. You can't use frozen broccoli.
Nah, my mama use fresh. Like Rochelle could burn. Cause
But like, what's in the fucking casserole?
nigga, I
I
don't
just never
know.
heard
I
of-
don't have a recipe.
I
I
just
just
never-
know it's delicious.
I just never heard nobody say their mama can cook.
Not-
and the
and
first thing they say is broccoli
Because that's
casserole.
my favorite. That's my
Oh,
favorite.
that's your
Yeah,
dish.
yeah.
All right,
If my
all right.
my mama make broccoli
When you
casserole.
go over there, she always got.
My mama
If
my-
she
my-
made-
my- my mama-
When
my,
you go over
my
there,
mama biscuits. You know what I'm saying?
when you go over there, she always got broccoli casserole waiting on you. Most
If I call and tell
Yeah.
her and I'm like, Ma, can you hook it up for
Yeah.
me? She'll make me a little small, like
yeah.
broccoli casserole and my mama potato salad. Yeah.
All sides?
Oh my God. I mean, 'cause my dad does most of the meats. Like Pops get out there on the smoker, on the grill, and he hooking all that up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's
So-
a good system.
Yeah, man. But like, don't get me wrong. Like my mama, pot roast. Oh my God, get out of here. Stop it. Matter of fact, I'm going. Ma, I'm pulling up on you this weekend. Please.
Your
have
mama
something
be
ready.
watching this?
Absolutely.
I'm about to see what's in
God.
for real.
Yes, nigga. That's why.
Yeah, I'm glad I ain't never been moms. Hey, mom.
Hey, hey, Rochelle.
Shout out Rochelle.
Hey, Miss Rochelle.
Shout out Rochelle, man. That's my
Your mama
baby.
be watching this.
That's my baby. Shout out Rochelle. Ma, I love you.
But getting back to these relationships, though, man, like, so that's what it takes to keep you as an individual, right? What is a all right, so I'm not gonna say a deal breaker, right? But like, what is something that you would put up with because she was just amazing at one of your top threes?
Oh, okay.
Everybody's good.
Now,
right
at
now.
this point in life,
You just gave me your top 9.
What is something I
What
would
is
put
one
up
thing
with?
that you will put up with? Like,
Give me an example.
you're unpartial to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll give you.
If she snore.
Okay, that's a good
If she
one.
snore, I'm good.
Yeah, that would bother me. But I want
Yeah, if she
something
snore,
else.
I'm
Give me
cool.
something
I snore.
Okay.
So it's
else.
whatever.
It would be. We can't give you an example because it's gonna be based off your preference.
right.
So like, if your preference is to have her go get a Brazilian, but she got a bush, would you tolerate the bush?
Nah.
Because she get it.
No.
I know. Never mind.
What?
No,
You already said yours.
I was gonna shout out a couple referrals for that.
Man,
But,
let's see.
nah.
Let me see.
You saying, but nah.
Something
nah.
I would be willing.
Nah.
Well, I mean, it could go back to what I was saying earlier. Something that I would be willing to deal with is somebody that isn't as well versed as I am in the kitchen.
Okay.
I love home cook. I'm from South Carolina. I love a good home.
What part of South Carolina you from?
Greenwood.
I don't know where that's at.
Sticks.
Yeah, it sticks.
Sticks. Shout out Greenwood, South Carolina. But if you, I've already gotten it wrapped in my mind. You're not gonna be able to burn like I burn.
Yeah.
Now, if I meet you and you can, listen
Woo.
here.
Yeah.
Woo!
Lord.
Lord, have mercy.
All the way
Cloud.
up. All the way up.
Cloud. Always. I get it and I come home and it smell like back home in there.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Baby, that's macaroni and
What you
cheese.
make macaroni? Mike, I ain't coming to the gym tomorrow.
Boy,
I see
sleep.
you on there.
Boy, sleep.
Nah, but if you're not as well versed in the kitchen, then that's not a. I could deal with that. Cause then I could just get it there.
Right.
But other than that, I don't know. That was a good one.
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to get
It all depends on. It really just
Yeah.
depends on, because again, I'm a lover, so it really just depends on like where I will work with you. Like, baby, listen, come on, let's try. Come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
So let me just try to change the question a little bit. She's feeding into your number one.
Okay.
This is what I need for you to keep me, right?
Yeah.
Y'all vibe is there.
I got it.
The
Okay.
connection is there. The energy is there.
Everything's
But
there.
it's just one thing that you just like, if you could just get rid of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, what would that be for you?
I
to
got-
tolerate?
I got you.
I got
You know
one.
what I'm saying?
So I need you to be an independent thinker.
So she can't figure shit out on her own.
No. Maybe independent thinker is not the right word. Independent thinker is not the right word. I retract independent thinker.
I'm not sure if you answered the question right.
No, I'm about to. Independent thinker is not the right word. I need you to be comfortable in your skin.
Okay.
If you're not comfortable with who you are in your
Gotcha.
skin, flaws and all, like if other people's opinions matter more than yours,
To yourself.
then
That's the one thing that you would deal with that though.
No, I would not.
That's what I asked you. That's what I'm saying.
So-
I
You
was-
said you said what
I
the
got
deal
one for you.
breaker is.
I got
You said
one for
No,
what?
I said, what would be the one thing you would tolerate if she's?
Oh.
I
That's
got
what I'm
one
saying. Yeah. Go ahead.
Mine would be not being complimented.
There you go.
I don't need that. That don't do nothing for me. Like, it's cool, whatever, like if you do it. But I'm not a person that walks around and you gotta compliment me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how much I think of myself. So when I get, like, if I wake up in the morning and I get fly and I go out to do whatever I do, I'm doing that for me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that
Facts.
for nobody. You don't gotta tell me I look. You know, and it's not an ego thing or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just self-confidence. So if you don't compliment me on a regular basis or whatever the case is, I really don't give a shit.
I know
'Cause
I put that shit on.
I put that shit
I know I
on.
put that
Yeah.
shit on.
You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
know I did.
I know that.
I know I did.
I think the crazy thing about that though, because I feel you, I'm the same way. I get compliments, but I'm not always good at making sure that I give them. You know, like
Me too.
every time she get dressed, I'm like, damn baby, you fire. Like you
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I walk outside and I feel it in my mind. I'm like, hey,
She put it out.
you know what I'm saying?
She did
But
that.
I don't say it.
Gotcha.
And because I walk around with that same mentality, like, you know, like women be like, oh, how I look in this? Or they getting dressed, they be like, and I be like,
And then they be wanting to change.
you know, or want to change, or then they change, they want to know how they look in that. And it's like, when I put my shit on,
I'm not asking no
I
questions.
need no
know how to put
confirmation.
I don't need
I
nothing.
don't need to
I'm not
ask
asking
you
you
what
if
you
you like
think.
this
No.
I came down
I
the
done
stairs
not.
this morning.
I done sliced
cut that corner. Bro, I got a mirror. As soon as I come down the stairs, I
got
bust
one as soon
that.
as
I
I walk
bust
out
that
my
right, and
room.
it's a mirror right there, and it was a real slow
Elliot,
walk.
this wasn't about you.
I know. I'm sorry.
I could not wait. I could not wait.
My
But
bad.
that
Compared to the whole
might,
vision.
that might be one of his too.
Yeah.
But the way he just
Yeah,
said that, like,
yeah.
You see,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
keep pulling that goddamn like that knee ain't.
What about you, Mike?
Being emotionally intelligent.
Ooh,
Like, if
That's
you don't-
something you could work with.
that's something I can work with.
Okay.
Because like
You ain't hell been on.
I can show you through my actions how you can conduct yourself emotionally and be just in tune with what you got going on. Just because you mad, that don't mean you not doing shit and shit is shut down at the crib.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not.
Being upset with whoever you with and y'all in the same household, just because I'm mad about something, it's two ways I can go about this shit. I can shut this whole shit down and just fucking say to myself and not say shit, be fucking snarky, passive aggressive, and do all of that shit. Or I can just literally just come to you and be like, yo, I'm not feeling this, and this is why. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or
So what? I guess where would you? Out of those two options, what would you say was the emotional, intelligent route?
just, I guess, handling the situation maturely.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, communication always breaks down when niggas get upset or
Yeah.
feelings get involved and shit like that.
Yeah.
If you don't even recognize why you really upset at the situation,
That
you
wouldn't
just
frustrate
So
you.
you saying you can deal with that?
no, I said I can work with it. Like I can work with
That
that.
would
I'm not
frustrate
saying
the shit
I'm
out
not
of
saying this gonna be something that's depending on how this shit really work out,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just gonna be something long term. But it's like if you get into a situation with somebody that don't really understand that
Okay, I
shit,
understand what you're saying. Okay.
that's something that you can work with.
You
I
don't
feel
know.
like you can work with it, but that's gonna turn into borderline manipulation because you're gonna be able to. Not, and that sounds. I know that word sounds bad and it got a negative connotation, but you're gonna be able to manipulate the situation to what you want it to be because they're not intelligent enough to know otherwise.
You teaching them. You teaching them what work.
But
What work.
Mike,
I ain't
but
saying
to
shit
his
wrong.
point, he doesn't mind. Like Mike said, he could teach you, teach
I could.
how.
But you're gonna be if they're emotionally.
You can only teach them
ignorant,
what you know.
You're gonna be teaching them exactly
You can
what
only
you
teach them
know.
what
So
you
you're
know.
gonna be teaching them your way.
Yeah, what works for you?
Because you're with me.
I
Which
get it.
ultimately,
I get it. I get it.
How that sound though?
it
That
sounds
sounds
very
like
selfish.
It sounds
However,
crazy, but it's
it
like
does, and I agree.
Yeah.
However, in a relationship, like I just need you to be
I need you the
emotionally
best for me.
intelligent for me.
Right.
Now, when you walk outside, you can handle everybody how you want to handle them. But in here, I need you to be able to work with me so we can work together.
Am I tripping?
No, but see,
I agree with that to a degree. I feel like I want your intelligence to be beyond me in all facets of life.
I got you.
I
like,
get that too.
Yeah.
So if I'm showing you what I've learned or I'm teaching you these different things, and I have someone that I go see, let's go, nigga. I'm gonna show you how to figure this shit out.
Okay, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what I mean. Like, I can't be the only teacher in this relationship. If I know somebody that's helping me do some shit, helping me build on something, and we're gonna be together, hey man, show her or this is what we've been going through, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit.
It is, but it's almost like I think you said like being confident in yourself, flaws and all, right? I want you, and this is not. We all got perspectives, right?
Right.
So your perspective is cool. I'm just saying, like, I would want her to have her own level of intelligence, emotional intelligence, intellect, like all of that on her own.
Yeah.
And I want her to challenge me. Like,
Yeah.
just because I think that this is
Yeah.
how life should go, or this is what I saw my parents do, or this is what I saw my mother experience,
Right.
I want her to challenge me to be like, nah, bro, like, that's not going to work for us. That may have worked for your mama, that may have worked for your auntie, that may work for your grandma. That's not going to work here. But she has to be emotionally intelligent enough and confident enough, to your point, to stand on how she feels and what she sees and not just take. I don't want her to take all the time what I say is
Right.
golden. I want her to challenge me and make me a better person because who I am
I
ain't
totally
always
agree.
the best.
No,
I totally
fact.
agree.
meeting in the middle on that point.
I totally
I
agree.
feel like it's right there, but it's also a line right in between that. You know, do you see what I mean? Like, I'm literally
looking for the line.
Oh, it's close. It's real close. It's right there. It's like a thin line.
Okay.
I
You know what I'm saying?
definitely agree with you.
But
Like,
yeah, no, like I feel like a lot of what you were just saying is just basically literally just the essence of self-confidence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Believe in what you believe in, stand on what you stand on, speak up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everything I say is not always going.
Yeah.
But as far as how you handle me emotionally, I can only show you what I want and what I
Yeah.
need. You know what I'm
So-
saying? So like that's what I meant.
So you saying basically the essence of self-confidence. If y'all get together and she's not the most self-confident woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can pour into her to a point
1000%.
that she
You can blow her
is-
shit all the way
You
up.
don't mind her being there because you know that you're confident in yourself so much that you can pour into her to where she can get to the level that you're at.
Right. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about self-confidence.
Oh, Never mind.
Jay was talking about self-confidence.
No, I was putting it
when
all
you said the
together
essence, that's
to
why I was pulling
understand
that from.
emotional intelligence, because that just, to me, I feel like they kind of, I mean, they go hand in hand.
I mean, they
to a
do. They
degree.
do. They fit. They
Yeah,
fit.
yeah. That's all I was
Definitely
saying.
fit.
But I got what you were saying too.
What about you, Jay?
What? What can I deal with?
So what?
What?
Honestly, for the right person,
What can you deal with?
I mean, I feel like I have my person. So, as for like when you got your person, I feel like I'm willing to deal with.
All of it? Anything?
For the most part, it's
and
very. I can't really pinpoint nothing right now, but if you throw something at me, I'm like, oh yeah, I can deal with that. I can tolerate that. I can, because it's like everything else works. The partnership is there. The love is there.
Yeah.
We done been ups, downs, highs, lows in between. So like now at this point, it's like,
Well,
what else? Like okay, and then it's like we just gotta put our motherfucking. I gotta put my big boy drawers on. She gotta put her big girl panties on, and we gotta figure that shit out.
So there's
And so let me, and that, I'm with you because my thing is like everybody grows
And changes.
and changes. You know what I'm saying? So what I can't tolerate now
Not the same.
would be what I can tolerate later.
right.
And for me, it's how invested am I in you? If I'm
Absolutely.
invested, if you're my lady,
If we lock, we lock.
you know what I'm saying? If
Ain't no
we
switching
lock,
up.
if I'm there and I've displayed this to you and I've showed you, then I'm willing to go to hell and back with you.
If you ready to fight with me.
If
Yeah.
you are
If you gonna
just
fucking
as
fight
locked
with me,
in
we
as
gonna
I
fight to
am,
lock in.
it don't matter. We gon' cause relationships ain't perfect. Like that's the thing. Like there's no such thing as a perfect relationship.
Exactly.
It just gotta work
It's
for you.
what works
work
for y'all.
Gotta
every
work for
single
you.
day, and it don't matter like what anybody else think. It's how where we at. Are we good? How you feel about me? Because this is how I feel about you.
Right.
All right, cool. As long as we can continue to still work and grow and move, then I'm willing to deal with damn near anything for us to continue to grow and move this thing along.
And it has to be alignment on that. Like if you put us on one of them marriage shows or newlywed shows, you have to put up the sign for
Oh,
the same
yeah.
question.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you say, if the host is to be like, what could y'all not put up with, or what could y'all put up with
Yeah.
with each other? We probably both hold up the sign and say anything. Because at this
Absolutely.
point, it's just like,
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
where does sex come into play with that?
what do you mean?
Need it.
Like, what if she is not as sexually as fluid
Well, hold on.
or experienced?
Experience?
Or experienced or anything. What if the sexual compatibility is not there?
So like,
So
are
I
you
don't-
talking
She hit
about? Are
everything
you talking
else.
about frequency, getting active? Or are you talking about
any of it.
initiating?
Like she
it's-
may not be frequent with it. She may not initiate. Just
So I don't think I
Don't
would hold up
meet you
that
there.
sign and say anything if that was the case. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
it
that
would
gotta.
be- that
So
sign
not
was
saying
gotta fall in,
that,
bruh.
that's just a part of the
we get
total
active.
package.
We get active.
Now, it's gonna be stages to this, probably. You know, and we probably
Come
often
on,
talk
step.
from different experiences, or what, especially
Absolutely.
like in marriage. You know, and with kids, like it may be a point, and we talked about change and
Yeah.
evolving. It may be a point where you got, like, you know, you got kids in the house. They younger, they back to back, some in diapers, some breastfeeding, some whatever. Like, you just know that shit ain't gonna pop off the way that it did before
used
them,
to.
like it used
It's
to.
not.
Now,
Before they showed up.
when they get off that titty,
And you back on.
they potty train, they can go piss themselves, they go brush their own teeth.
Yeah, real shit.
When we didn't learn that trick about how they
Hey,
flip that lock so they can't
We can
turn
find
the
the
guy.
We gonna find the goddamn window.
Listen, and you had that communication piece, like you said, communication is important. You like, hey, look,
I'm about to go downstairs real quick.
remember.
cold word.
Remember
Right.
that? Remember how I used to go before the little motherfuckers came. When you get back there, we'll get back there.
We need to get back, huh? I need
What
that
you
action.
Because I
Activate.
need that whole thing back.
And then
Best
Activate,
27
boy.
minutes of your life.
I swear to God.
listen,
Nigga, we got kids in the house, nigga. You about to get this good quick 9. This quick 9 and we on the way to work.
so you know, I think that's a part of the. It sounds like it's probably part of everybody's equation.
That's part
No,
of
part
it,
of
man.
it.
Like
But this
I need
this has
that.
to exist with your person though.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the
because
key
I think
is
with your person is a different
Once you,
level of
this is a once you
understanding.
get to your
But-
once you
but-
get to your person thing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's about finding your person. When you find your person,
That shit
all
gonna hit. That shit
all
gonna hit
that
regardless.
it don't matter if
shit
it's.
gonna hit.
We gonna figure this out because guess what? I'm with you, you with me.
Yeah.
I love you, you love me. It ain't gonna be smooth. It's going to be rocky.
Yo.
We got to accept that early.
Yo.
It's going to be rocky. It ain't going to be perfect. It's going to be some ugly
But
pieces.
those conversations don't happen in the beginning.
They don't. However, like that's part. Like
No,
I think a lot of
I'm
times
not saying
what
you
happens.
shouldn't have that game plan.
No. I understand what you're
definitely
saying.
gotta have that.
I'm saying a lot of times what happens in relationships, especially early, right? Like things happen
Shit high and fun.
and people think that it's just supposed to be smooth. No,
Because you in La La
Because
Land.
you don't know what the fuck
Relationship-
going on.
You're
like-
preventing the
and I feel
business.
like
You high and all that shit is just running beautifully.
And I feel like that's when you know you're getting your like when you're when it's because I done seen motherfuckers in situations out the gate. I'm like, if you don't motherfucking run or hide, one or the other, because this ain't that mother. This shit is crazy. What y'all just met.
and you
Your
stick in
shit,
there.
your windows got busted out, and y'all just met last week.
And next thing you know,
you got to go.
You know what I'm trying to say? But when it's that bliss, that like you on cloud now, when we talk about planning vacations, you like, shit, I hit you up month in, this nigga on the beach somewhere. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Now she may show you, a week or two later that ain't your person, but that's the kind of wave you need to be riding in the beginning. Like you need to be in bliss. You need
Like,
to
that
be,
shit
ain't
need
no
to
question.
be-
Nah, but CJ, like that's the other part, right? That's the other part, right? And maybe it's just me, but I feel like even sometimes in the beginning, like I felt this is my thought process. Either you can deal with the craziness early, you can deal with the craziness late, but you're gonna deal with the craziness.
I just need to know what type of crazy you are.
Well, you ain't let me get there
When
yet.
when did you get the crazy?
No,
Who's talking
and I'm just going off. I'm just going off.
3 weeks in, you
I'm
already
just
at 2
nah,
months.
I ain't talking 3 weeks. I'm talking like
What? That's where we were still at 3 weeks.
We was at 3
We ain't
weeks.
got
y'all
there
are 3
yet.
weeks. Okay,
We
well,
talking about bliss,
there
riding
was
the
no
wave.
time
We just talking
stamp.
about like you
high.
understanding like I'm happy,
All right,
she
well,
makes
cool.
me happy.
This is the
she
best shit
cooking for
ever.
me. She's sharpening my knives.
You feel me?
You know what I'm
Goddamn.
saying?
We work
Early.
hours.
We work out together.
That might be
goddamn,
your.
we-
You see what I'm trying to say? Like the things, like the thought process around one another is like.
the shit
I'm
just-
looking out for you. You looking out for, and we
Clap,
align.
clap,
It don't
clap,
take a
clap.
lot
I
of
got you.
Yeah, okay,
communication.
I'm
It don't
with
take
you.
a lot
I'm
of
with you.
prescribing.
I'm
You
with
just the shit is just happening.
It just pops.
That's the works of your person.
I got
then you go any two people you put together, no matter friends,
There's gonna be a bump in the
it's
road.
gonna be a bump in the road. But how you attack that bump is gonna look completely different because I done went into bumps like this with other ones and they ain't never sharpened my
And they
knives.
never, yeah.
Yup.
They ain't never tried to cook for me.
She ain't never said, "Listen, I don't want to fight with you. I just want to fix this."
Yeah. You see what I'm trying to say?
different.
Those
Yeah.
things from the bliss in the beginning is like a reminder of like, I know what you're capable of.
Right.
You didn't show me that you're capable of doing it. We just hit a rough patch. How do we get back to that?
So, do you feel like that goes into that comes out if you're doing it what we look at as the right way, which is like dating with intention.
Yeah.
Having those early conversations on like,
Yeah.
what are you looking for? What do you want?
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers? Like, do we align initially before we even get to the beach in a month?
Yeah.
Do we align initially like, how were you raised? And you get into all those conversations, right?
Yeah.
And then if you see the things that work, then you move into that, okay, let's see how we manage things together.
I think you just wrote
I was
the
gonna say,
manual for
you just put it there, you
because
put it there.
if Diddy was here, I would use Diddy as an example. Like, we have conversations and it'd be like, it's just about the sex, right? Well, if that conversation hasn't happened, that's going to lead to misalignment.
Yeah.
Because a woman is going to take
Now we
sex
assuming
as we
together.
We together.
'Cause you're the
but
only
you're
nigga that
having
I'm with.
sex with the intent that
It's
we're
just-
This
just
is all we
fucking,
have.
Yeah,
right?
we're fucking.
Yeah.
But to your point, if those conversations happen, that hey, we're not just fucking, I'm exclusively just fucking you. Like then she feel like, oh,
this my nigga.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, now we exclusive in that way. Then it's like, she's asking you questions about your mental, like how you feeling, like
How was
you
your
like,
day? What
can
you
I
got?
do anything to
Yeah.
help you like that? You see what I'm trying to say?
That
Like
shit always
so
changes.
it becomes a building block, but those conversations have to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
And when they happen organically, without having to be like,
Damn,
sit
she
down
didn't
at
check
dinner
in
and
on
be
me.
like,
So,
oh, so let's talk about, do you want to get married? How many children do you want to have? You know what I'm trying to say? Like
That shit just come up.
But
That's
like when
different.
you just like vibe and you like, damn, like how you check on me like that, how you ask about my mental, like that's how I want my kids' mom to be. Like I would want them to
Yep.
be in tune with my kids that way, where they just automatically asking the kids, how was your day at school? Did anything happen that kind of, bothers you or anything like?
check it. Good check.
You see what I'm trying to say?
So question.
And that's organic.
What happens when y'all having this conversation, right?
Uh-huh.
And you telling her these things at dinner because we a month in, and she like, oh, that's what's up. I just thought we was good for right now for each other though.
You didn't tell me what it was.
So now how
So
do you,
it depends
how
on
do you adjust?
it depends on where I'm trying to.
How do you adjust?
It depends on where I'm trying to go.
Right.
Like if I'm trying to do something long term, and you telling me like this is a right now thing, then obviously this ain't gonna work for me.
But you feel like she's your forever already. You just
But
said
she
that.
just showed me that she not.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like, how do you just turn that off?
When you said like create the separation,
Yeah. You just
I
said you
think-
saw her as she having the qualities of wanting to have your kids.
and then she just telling
And
me
she's like, oh, I just thought this was going to be for right now.
well, I think
So you just tell her you just don't get up and walk away?
I think a smart decision is you have to.
Yeah.
Because if you know yourself well enough to know that, this is maybe that's a deal breaker, whatever. This ain't what I want.
Got you.
I'm trying to go the distance. She looking at right now,
Yeah.
right? Obviously, we misaligned there already.
Yeah.
And that's going to I'm going to be ready to move with certain stuff faster than she is because she's only looking at right now.
Right.
She's not looking the distance.
Yeah.
I am. So I might be ready to move into a relationship in 2 months, 3 months.
Right.
She may be nowhere near that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So we're going to miss on those points every single time.
Right.
So it's probably best to either be transparent right then and there and be like, look, I'm trying to do something. I don't know if this is what you're interested in. I'm trying to like have a long-term thing,
Yeah.
eventually get married. You put that out there and then, breed the conversation from there. If it don't work for her, it don't work. Don't work for me, it don't work. You go on and then you find the next person. Because once again, it's like, this is a presentation thing, like how you were saying in the beginning. This is all presentation.
1,000%.
And that also, in the same sense, could be a defense mechanism.
Oh,
But what she's used to.
it's your representative.
It's your representative.
Yeah.
So it's like, if this is who you're displaying yourself as in the beginning, and this first day, second day, third day,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I don't even know if I want to transition with you like that in the first place.
I think I agree with you to a degree.
tap me.
I think the other side of that though is
Appreciate it.
dating with intention.
Have
right?
to.
Yeah.
So if you're dating with intention and your intent is to go out there and find your wife, I think to Mike's point, are you going to pass up on your wife because she's not ready right now, in that moment, or are you going to continue to date with the understanding
That's
that
what
y'all
she's
have
at right
been
now.
y'all have been vulnerable and transparent with one another to say, in this moment, I thought this was just right now, but you maybe could change her mind if you continue to court her and you continue to date her to the point where she's like, oh, maybe you are my person.
'Cause that's
I just
my
got
next
out of a
question was gonna be that.
relationship.
Yeah. So
I just
trying
got
to
hurt.
chill.
I was just playing the field to see what was out here, not knowing that you was gonna come here and totally blow my mind.
I think.
So do you miss out on your person because of her being transparent in that moment, or do you still give her an opportunity and not walk
See,
away?
I think what's gonna happen is when you off a little bit like that, I'm still going to be chasing you, right?
Yeah.
Chasing, trying to get you to see where I'm at, right? And I don't know how long that's gonna take for you to catch up. So at this point, I'm going to be pouring, doing all the things, getting like, and she's probably
get
gonna
old.
miss. She's probably gonna miss on the stuff that I need because she's not there yet.
But could you continue to pour for a little bit until?
That's what I was going to say, because, like, at the
I'm
end
not
of
saying that you got to change her mind.
No,
I'm
it
not
is-
saying, but you continue to do what you do as a man, and perhaps.
I don't
and-
think I would.
And I was gonna say, I wasn't
think I've
even
done
gonna
it.
go at that angle as far as like, let me convince you, let me change your mind. But like, at that instant, y'all literally just both verbalize where you saw your current situation at right at that moment, right? So who's to say that now, because she assumes you felt the same way, and you voiced something different, that her shit might be like, oh, this nigga's serious. Okay, well, let me actually look
Well, I
at
think
this.
that goes back to the initial point.
What?
We ain't never had no. Obviously, if we having that conversation, whatever time frame we in, we didn't talk about what we were trying to do in the beginning.
No,
we never
fact.
said like, yo,
How
are
often
you
does
trying
that
to look for
happen?
something?
Okay, so
long
say it was in the beginning.
Right.
And she said, I ain't ready. You say you ready. All right, you walk away. Like you said you was gonna do, right? You done with it. 6 months pass, you still in the game. Ain't nobody speaking to you the way that she spoke to you during them first couple, however
And
long
then you
it
still
was.
see her out with the
And then
girls.
you-
And then she
she
ain't
come
doing
out,
nothing.
she like, hey, remember when we first was talking? It's been 6 months. I'm ready. I'm all in.
that's a different ball game. But I ain't had to do nothing. I left. I went and
So
played
you maybe
field.
don't want to invest
I'm
time,
not-
money, or nothing
I'm not
into.
trying to catch you up.
Nah.
Like
Okay,
I'm
I
not
see.
trying to catch you up to my speed.
Nah.
I'm telling you where I'm at now.
I'm
right?
letting you know
And if
up
you're
front.
not there, because if I start pulling you in the beginning,
But that's
Nah,
counteracting.
let me-
Wait, but that's
Go ahead, I'm
counteracting the other points that we just mentioned about.
How?
Because if she don't know how to cook, you willing to teach her how to burn. But that's because you know how to.
I don't think that's counteractive.
But it is.
That's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, slow down.
No.
I totally agree with what he's saying because
But-
if you're pouring and you're pouring and
Well,
you're pouring
you got to finish up.
and you're pouring
Oh, we
and
about to finish.
Yeah.
We about to finish this shit.
you're pouring and you're pouring and you're pouring, eventually it's like, what am I doing?
But that's not where we
So,
at.
yeah, we
We're
passed
not
that.
there yet.
So you're saying
listen, no,
go
we
ahead. I
talk-
want to
we
hear.
were-
I want
the-
to start it over from the beginning. From
We
the
were right at this one conversation.
from the top, David Ruffin.
You know what I'm saying? Call him David Ruffin. We were having this one conversation about getting an understanding of where we at. A lot of the times, that conversation never happens in the very beginning of the situation shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's something that happens later on down the line because y'all done fucked a couple times. Now somebody getting their feelings, woo, and then it's like, well, what we doing then? So then that conversation is had. So we're saying if that conversation is moved to the very fucking first date, right? What you looking for, what I'm looking for. And one person says, I'm looking for something long term. I feel like this could be something special. The other one's like, oh, okay, well, I'm just really just like hanging out right now, just moving around. But no one knows what the other person is thinking. So after that conversation, do you end it right there? What Jay is saying is, okay, cool. Now we understand where we're both at. So let's just keep this shit casual, keep moving along. Anything can fucking happen in the next 2 weeks mentally.
Well, so I think in a scenario like that, the next question got to be, like, are you open to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just said
'Cause
you was leaving her at the restaurant.
Well, not the way you just put it. The way you just
You
put
leaving
it.
her at the table.
The way you just put it, like it's like we did. You know what I'm saying? We did kicked it a couple times. We get into it, and then the conversation come up, and she like, oh, I thought we was just.
That's
And I'm
completely
looking for a
different.
relationship.
Yeah.
Like,
But then I took it a step further to say, time has passed. You did get up from the table.
And now he puts you in a different ballgame.
You did get up from the table. You did walk away. You still out here in the game. You ain't found nothing that makes you feel like she even close to being your person. But this one who you felt like maybe was your person, y'all just wasn't aligned, pops back up and she's ready. Like she's like, I changed my mind. Like I think I do actually want to be in the game. I do want a relationship.
well, then I gotta vet the situation.
You gotta vet it?
Yeah.
Who you gonna call?
Well, I gotta date her again.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta vet it.
So you would be open to it?
Yeah, I would be open
I just
to
was
it.
wondering, would you like if she just totally closed off
if she,
from?
yeah. If I didn't, if she's at a point where she's like, all right, I've had some time to figure out what I wanted, and then she's like, I'm ready. Okay, if I'm there, then all right, let's try it out. Let's see what happening.
Okay.
But in the beginning, if you like, we sit down at the table, we talk. So are you looking for a relationship? Not really. I'm just kind of in the streets.
I'm out.
And I'm
No
and
one's
I'm,
gonna say that.
I'm shit. and I did the work on myself and realized like, all right, I'm not about to be out here just
In
you
the
know,
streets.
In the streets. I'm
But-
out here.
I feel like half of y'all lying.
We're in this.
Why you feel like half
Talk
of
to
us
me,
lying?
Dave. Talk to him, Jay.
If the pussy good enough,
Come on now.
you're not gonna completely
talking about that grip.
walk
Brother, we
away.
in
She
Yes,
got that snapper.
I
We are
will.
in the-
She got
I'm
that
cold.
snapper. You
Serious.
go
I am
hard.
ice cold.
Cold heart.
I
Shut
will.
up.
Everything is
swear to God.
in the head. In the head.
I will cut
That's
it
what
out,
you need.
bro.
That's what you
In
say
the
you
head.
need.
Man, listen.
Head on demand, right?
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Head on demand. You out.
If at this point in my life, right now, you had to call me about 6 years ago. Whole
Not
different
even-
ballgame.
Wouldn't even be a conversation.
But at this point in my life, where
Yeah.
I'm at and what I want and what I'm focused on, if we not there and you not really trying to go there with me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm moving totally different
Yeah.
in
Totally
how
different.
I'm doing shit.
Totally
You know what I'm
different.
saying? Like I'm just not out here hitting everything walking.
Fact.
You know what I'm
Totally
saying? Because
different.
it's like, what's the purpose?
What's the point?
What's the point?
Totally
I'm you know
different.
what I'm saying? Like, and shit too wild out here. It's too risky. Like,
Yes, sir,
shit is
boy.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas do
I'm
stupid,
in the
stupid,
series finale of Finding Mrs. Riley.
stupid
baby.
shit behind women. Like, so I'm moving. My intentions are very, very, very straightforward. Of what when I meet you and I date you and what I want, like where I'm going. So now it's like, if that don't match up, if you're not open to it, or you don't even have to necessarily be looking for it, because back to your point, it could happen. You never know. Like the right person could come and just change your mind.
Yeah.
But if you're not even open to it, you know what I'm saying, at that point,
That's different.
That's different.
And I understand
then
that.
I can't fool it.
This is, it goes back to what we said earlier.
in the way.
Either are you willing to learn or you just don't do it because you ain't going to do it.
Nah,
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
nah.
Full
Good,
with
Cool.
I like that.
good.
PME.
Hey man,
motherfucking
it need to be more podcasts out there talking about how to keep men though. It need to be more stuff talked about of how to keep men,
Well, we
especially.
got a whole love series coming up next month. So
And
maybe
I
we keep that
can't
in
wait.
mind.
Ooh, I can't
If
wait.
y'all
We
gonna,
know you can't wait.
Are y'all gonna relate it to
So looking
scripture?
forward
Nah,
to
I'm
that.
joking.
I'm so looking
Alien
forward to
Mike.
that.
Y'all not gonna.
Right. Well, you blame.
Love is patient. Love
so
is
love
kind.
is kind.
Love does not wait.
Love
It's
does not
unwavering.
envy.
It does not
It is
envy.
not jealous.
It ain't.
It ain't none of that. It's tender. It's never mind.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What else we got?
Get the oil out.
That's all we got today. We got some more.
Nah, that's it, man.
I like
yeah,
it.
that's it. We good.
like it, man.
We
Me
don't
too.
need nothing else, man. It's been a solid one.
Real
man.
quick though.
Shoot.
I'm sorry. And this is completely just random. It just popped in my head. Them
Go
5
ahead.
cops.
Don't get me started, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't
So
get me
touching.
started.
All right.
Don't get me. Don't get me
That need
started.
to be an episode on this one.
Man, it gotta be. Well, anyway, man, it's been a pleasure like always, man. Make sure y'all follow, like, comment, subscribe. What We Talking About podcast, man.
What we talking
What we talking
See what we
about?
talking about.
We out.
Y'all be beautiful.
Be blessed. Read your Bible.